Hey, today we are going to do a really quick video that's just going to cover problem number 4 on page 7 in your worksheet, the fruity fractions. So if you still have your math papers at home with you, hopefully this will clarify that one that we didn't get to do as a group in class today. So I'm going to actually jump on the smartboard for this one because it's a little bit easier to draw. So see you at the end for a special surprise. With our fruity fractions problem, we are going to actually read the question first, and we're going to break it up into a few pieces. Ms. Perez has a crate of 24 pieces of fruit. Half are oranges, 1/4 are mangoes, and 2/8 are pineapples. How many oranges are there? So we need to first identify the information that we're working with. So I'm going to use a highlighter, or like we were doing in class today, we were underlining important information. So here I have 24 pieces of fruit. Half of them are oranges, 1/4 are mangoes, and 2/8 are pineapples. And right now the only question that I'm being asked is how many oranges are there? So I'm going to go ahead and ignore this information for right now and just focus on the oranges. Today when we were looking at fractions, we were able to determine how many groups they split that number 24 into by looking at the denominator, or the lower number in the fraction. The denominator here, or lower number, is telling me that there are 2 total groups. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 groups, and I know that I have to divide 24 among those 2 groups. So 24 divided by 2. Now if you know that division problem, you can go ahead and skip the drawing, but the drawing is a nice visual. I know that 24 divided by 2 is 12, so there must be 12 oranges. If I didn't know that, I could go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going all the way until I had given out all of my fruit, or I could use a safe number by putting 10 in each group. If I do 10 and 10, that's 20. I have 4 left to give out, meaning I can give 2 more to each group for a grand total of 12 per group. If I go back to my fraction, I can see how many out of the 2 are oranges, and 1 out of the 2 are oranges. So that means I have 12 oranges. And I want to make sure I label my problem so I know what it is I'm talking about. Let's look at the second part. Now we're being asked how many mangoes are there. Again, I'm going to look at the denominator, or the lower number in the fraction, and it's going to tell me that there are 4 groups this time. So I'm going to draw my picture of 4 groups, and I'm still putting 24 pieces among those 4 groups. So my expression would be 24 divided by 4. I'm going to go ahead and use a safe number and put 5 in each group first, because I know 5 times 4 is 20. 24 minus 20 means I have 4 left, 4 pieces of fruit left to give out. So I can give 1 more to each one. That gives me a grand total of 6 pieces of fruit in each group. How many of those are mangoes? 1 out of the 4 groups are mangoes. So just 1 of these is mangoes, meaning I have 6 mangoes. Let's try the last one. Now we're dealing with pineapples. 2/8 are pineapples. I look at my denominator, that tells me I need 8 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My expression would be 24 divided by 8 to figure out how many are in each group. And I know that that 24 divided by 8 is 3. So there are 3 pieces of fruit in each group. How many groups of those 8 are pineapples? You can look at my fraction, it tells me 2 out of the 8 are pineapples. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 pineapples. I hope that helped clear up some confusion that maybe was existing with that problem. We'll continue working on these tomorrow. We're going to continue to use illustrations and drawings to help us identify these problems with fractions. And thanks for watching the video. Good work today working with our story problem fractions. And as part of our DRA testing time tomorrow, you may wear pajamas. See you tomorrow.